Hey, what's up, everybody? We got our special guest. She is not new to the Conversation Podcast. Matter of fact, she is the original co-host, and she also is the founder of Rare Image. Put your hands together as we welcome Miss Joeneshia Green, my sister, and one of my best friends. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Hey, I'm back. Hey, I'm back. I'm back. I am wonderful. I missed you guys. Where have
Definitely,
y'all been all my life?
working, and Felicia been working.
Yeah, definitely working. But what it feels so good. It's like Elise said, been a long time. She done left.
I never left. Y'all just didn't see me, but I was always here. Okay, I
Always there.
never left.
Look, I was
Yeah.
talking about you today, and matter of fact, I got to holler at you later on because an old neighbor of yours told me to tell you hello. We're gonna talk about that little conversation later, and
She's like, who's the neighbor?
no, it's,
It's like,
it's not Willie. It's not Willie.
Um,
look at you.
It's an inside joke, but when I said that, it's not Willie.
She's like down there. Okay.
I had some neighbors, child.
Yeah,
She's like, which one?
I work with one of your old neighbors, and we was talking about you, and I was like, "Do you remember when I used to live next door to you?" And she was like, "No, it's a
Oh,
female." She,
Uh,
yeah, yeah,
she
all right.
yeah. But once you
Glory
realize
to God.
who you were, she's like, "Oh my God, tell her hello." So later on we're gonna talk about that, But anyway, it's so good to see you looking good.
Thank you. Y'all look good too. I've been watching y'all on the side. Ebony, come on. Y'all color coordinated on tonight. I must have been in the number, huh?
The Lord was really speaking. He was really speaking. She is the coordinator. she calls
The
me.
wardrobe.
Yeah, she's the wardrobe coordinator.
Oh wow.
So she called me up like, "So what are we wearing?" I'm like, "I don't know."
We wearing white tonight. He need that, baby. Cause honey, very good. He
Yeah.
need that.
Well, we know.
Look, I tell anybody I need somebody. I'm like, I'm shoot.
Unorganized.
Mm, I'm a part of too much, and so I can't
Yeah,
focus
yeah,
on one
yeah,
thing. And this plan of my in this
yeah,
part of my life.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm planning on letting some things go.
yeah.
So
That plate is overflowing. Yeah.
yeah, it been
Yes, listen,
overflowing,
yes,
like to
it
be
has.
honest. And
That's our family trait.
yeah,
Yeah,
we make ourselves busy, and the things we in are good things. It's just
yeah.
yeah, yeah, but we be dropping the ball because we
That's a
focus.
lot.
Mm.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I am so proud of you.
Yes.
Aw, thanks.
You have been doing like big things, and I talk about you all the time, along with Katiana and Devontae and Marlon. Everybody, I mention y'all a lot, and so people at my job feel like they know you all because
Right.
I talk about and I'll show a picture like, yeah, this is my sister. Yeah, this is what she's doing right here, and
Hey,
so
y'all.
yeah. And I said this time around, when I meet a good gentleman, I'll make sure I bring your name up to him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Glory to God.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Maybe too you may be too late already.
Oh.
the reason why we said it because she be like, Donna, why you didn't tell me about like I don't know, I just didn't think
Right.
about it. But just Tawana and
You
Jonesha,
know.
like, like, I'm like, my sister need a man. I don't know how to say it. That
Yeah.
sounds
He
kind
be
of
gatekeeping.
Yeah. Well, like I say, everybody it's a certain type of person, for each. You know what I'm saying? Y'all two different individuals, y'all have similarities, but it's a difference there. So
well,
you know what I'm talking about. I mean,
yeah, but see,
when it comes down to the
think of it as
person.
Jonisha holds the line, and most of the guys that I know,
Mm,
they don't want nobody to hold the line, and now they successful in the business, they whatever. But Jonisha's like, hey, this is my standard, and if you're not gonna respect my standard, then this is not where we're gonna be at.
yeah.
So I know my sister.
But when it's the right person,
Oh
then
no.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
It's like a puzzle. When it's the right piece, it's gonna fit.
Yep, definitely so.
Yeah.
You
And
better preach, Felicia.
yeah,
Yes.
but I
Who
know
need
that
to take up offering?
I know they ain't gonna fit because the first thing they talking about, do they feel like giving up? And then I'm like, uh,
Next. Yes.
right, right. So I already seen,
Hmm.
Child, no cookies at the cookie jar. Period.
Joe, you have had some life changes that have taken place in the last past, I'm gonna say 6 months.
Yes.
And my sister Tawana, they
Mm.
don't mind jumping off bridges. Now, me, I have to calculate now how.
How far you gonna fall?
Yeah, they're
And
like,
how
you know
the
what?
water is and everything.
Right, right,
Right.
right. Lisa Tawana, like, well, I'm gonna fall anyway, so why not? So
Yeah.
let me go ahead and see what's gonna happen. And they
Because
do.
at this point, falling is inevitable.
Yeah,
So why not just plan to fail? You know what I'm saying? It's a they say in certain businesses nobody plans to fail. People fail to plan. But what if you already know that there's a falling somewhere and calculate the fall? And that's just pretty much where I am at this moment. Like, there's a cliff, let's just jump. Because if I don't jump, I'm gonna get pushed and then I'm not gonna be prepared as opposed to me jumping off. You know what I'm saying? It's like a cat. Cat, they pounce on all fours because they jump. You know what I'm saying? They're always ready. And so at this point, it's a be ye also ready type thing.
yeah, yeah. I can see that. And so we're gonna talk about this journey. It seems like you always on a journey. You're always pivoting. You're always making these extreme life decisions. And I don't say much when coming out to her to Tawana because I don't want to instill fear in them because I'm very like, hey, well, A got to connect to B, B got to connect to C. I'm that type of guy. So let's talk about November. Let's go back to August. You said you was in prayer and you heard. Now, as everybody know, we talk about God on here.
Yes, we do.
Now we can talk about sex, politics, and everything else. So we're gonna talk about Jesus.
But you know what I'm getting from this?
We
From
talk about the Lord.
Yeah,
faith.
faith.
She's a woman of God. So you're talking about her leaping pretty much. But
Yeah,
she has faith in God that he's gonna see her through and he positions her in different places.
and he does like
Yeah.
hats off.
So God is definitely there. And she definitely puts her trust in him.
Mhm. But
That's
she
what I
does.
gather from that. So when you put your trust in God, you have no fear because he got you. And you know that. And you feel that you've lived life long enough to know that God will see you through whatever situation presents itself to you.
Well, I'm glad y'all strong to see that because
Mhm.
I still be scared.
No, but that's just,
I'll be real.
I mean,
I
we're
still,
still human.
Listen.
yeah.
Yes, I mean, sometimes, yes, you are afraid of failing. And that's why sometimes we don't even take chances because of fear of failing, fear of somebody talking down upon you or judging you because you said you was going to do this, but you didn't achieve this, instead of worrying about
Or
what.
even fear of success. People have a fear of success because once you get to a space,
Mhm.
there is a fear that people are going to expect more out of you. And
Right.
sometimes if that place of success was a hard toiling battle, you expecting more from me is like, okay, you're doing a little much. So let me just stay under the radar and
Right.
do what I do. And so, I have went from the fear of moving to now in some instances the fear of success because you just don't want people to put you up so high that you feel like you can't accomplish it or achieve it.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So we're gonna talk about this new change. So back in August,
Mhm.
um, we was having a conversation, and some things began to take place on the job. And you went to prayer, and you came out of prayer, and these were your exact words. The Lord told you that by November you need to be quitting your job. And
Yes.
so I asked her. I said, "Are you for real?"
I myself said, huh? Are you for real?
so So you talked about how you began to go through that journey because you said that you went back in prayer again to make sure that it wasn't you, but you was making sure it was God. So in that journey, in this conversation that you and I was having, things begin to happen on the job. So discuss those transitional moments that begin to happen at the job that let you know that God was definitely talking to you.
So first off, I went back into prayer because I didn't believe in the first time. It's giving Sarah. Okay, I'm tickled because I know you lying. You talking about me giving up my job, and I'm in North Carolina by myself. Okay, God, surely you didn't. So from the moment He told me, things began to happen within the company where they just began to swipe people off, and they swipe people off and then combined all of the jobs of all the people that got swiped off, and it was just becoming overwhelming. um and I was like, okay, I'm working from home and I can't wait to crawl in my bed. Like, there's a problem with the stress level. And I actually talked to somebody the other day and they switched everything back to the normal state, like the way it was before all the changes made. So the whole eagle's nest, I would say, was absolutely happening, where the eagle, when it comes time for you to fly, he makes the nest uncomfortable. And there's nowhere to sit because there are thorns and thistles sticking out of the bottom where you used to lay because it's time for you to fly off. And that is exactly what happened at my job. Um, I'm not one to, now that part of my life is very calculated. I'm not gonna leave a job before I got something else in the play at least 2 weeks away.
Right.
We don't do that. That ain't how we was taught. You don't leave a job. You ain't got nowhere else to go.
Right.
And being in North Carolina without family, it was just very, very scary. But I heard it. I know I heard it. But I prayed the second time because I didn't want to hear it. I tried to make sure that I heard what I heard. So I prayed the second time, hoping he gonna say something different. Then he didn't say nothing. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you said what you said. I said what I said. I'm like, all right, Lord. Um, yeah. Not I'm not gonna say it was the best feeling. I wasn't feeling faithful, huh? I wasn't feeling like I had faith. My faith was a mustard seed. I declare it was.
Mhm.
But then watching things fall in place before it happened. Cause soon as I heard it, I think it was the next month, I got the call to say, hey, you got your passport? I'm like, yeah. You want to tour Europe for a month and you get paid? All you need is your passport? All right. Well, let's go then. So that meant I had to be done by November.
Mhm.
And I even still went as far as to put in for a leave. I was still trying to change it up a little bit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put in for a leave and tell them it's a ministry trip. So when I come back, I still have a job.
Mhm.
And literally, she told me to put it in. The boss told me to put it in. I put it in. The ink couldn't even dry. She denied it.
Oh,
And I'm
Wow.
like, why you had me do all that? And she was like, so, what does that mean for you now? And I'm like, I guess I'm leaving. And she was like, what? Yeah, I'm going. I'm through. That's it. That's all. And that was the end of that. And I was heading to Europe the next month. I literally left like on the 21st and left for Europe on the 7th.
Oh, wow.
oh wow. Wow. See, I didn't even know that complete detail of it all. Like,
Mhm.
you kind of kept some of that secret. My sisters, all the women in my life tell me everything. It's like, let me tell you, like,
Yeah.
but that
Because
is,
sometimes when God tells you to do something and it doesn't make sense, right? It
Mhm.
don't make sense to your own brain. Why would you start speaking about it? Because
Right.
what's gonna happen? You doing what? You know it's the holidays and you quitting your job. You need to keep some money before you go to Europe. You all those things. It was playing in my mind too. So I know if I had to just kept speaking about it, I was not gonna do what God told me to do.
Right.
I got you. So, like, this Europe trip, you had posting videos and pictures and things like that. Um, I saw you light up because it felt like, or it looked like that you was in your element. You look like this is my space right here. Like this is where I'm supposed to be at.
She like she had weight lifted off of her.
She
She
did.
was going through everything that she said.
She did. I think she got a little boyfriend over there too.
I think so too. You have to investigate, right?
Yeah, we're going to
Um,
investigate.
You
yeah.
know, Feliz Navidad. Yes, yes. Listen, when you have heard a thing for many, many years and it's been prophesied, you've been praying, you see it in your own vision, you've had dreams about spaces, and you just like, it ain't no way. You know, I don't see a way. Money ain't lining up. Like, how I'm gonna be doing all this I see in my dreams.
Right.
And then it falls in your lap where you don't have to pay for anything. Not the
So,
plane ticket, not I mean, you can have extra money on you if you want to just dibble and dabble and taste, but they feed you. They take you everywhere you need to go. All you had to do literally was bring yourself and some clothes and know your music.
That's it. Think I can come next year?
we had to get some singing lessons, right?
Me.
I mean, just absolutely phenomenal to walk through a dream. We all dream. We dream big, and sometimes those dreams just seem like they'll never come to pass. And I believe sometimes we dream for our children. But I ain't got no kids, so who my dream for? Praise God. I need to know. So when it came, you sitting in a surreal place, like, am I here? And then you doing ministry. It's all gospel. You know that's my heart's desire. I sing, y'all know me. I sing other things,
Right.
but my heart is always in ministry.
Mhm.
It's always in ministry. So to actually be able to do what I'm called to do, the way I'm called to do it, it was phenomenal. I met some beautiful people. Still talk to my roadie over there, Gabriel. What's up, Gabe? I still talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Very, very good, wholesome people.
Yeah.
Wow. You said something that you sing in other spaces. So you have this phrase that you have coined called well, you ain't coined it, it's just a phrase you say. That you are called to the secular and the sacred spaces. So
Sacred, secular. Yeah.
yeah. So how do you navigate that? Because let's think about it or just look at it. In the religious or the churchy context, you have to either have it one way or the other. It's worldly to be in a worldly place, and you're supposed to be a believer. If you saved, you sanctified, and you love the Lord because He heard your cry, you have no business being in certain spaces. So, how do you navigate being called to secular spaces, or as the church call it, the worldly spots?
I mind my business. Um, if you think about it, if you really read your Bible, where was Jesus?
Oh, he was chilling with the folks.
Chilling with the folks. Because how are you declaring that you believe, but you can't go in certain spots? That means your belief system ain't that you
Mhm.
scared of yourself. Is that what it is?
I always say that.
Because you scared. People be scared. People that are like homo. Oh, I can't pray for them. I can't touch them. They're unclean. No, you got some unclean stuff in your heart, and if you touch them, it's gonna come out. Is that what you're saying? So
Right.
I always have had a problem with that. But when you're called, God calls some people. Now He know everybody can't do both. They're
Hmm.
gonna get pulled to. They can't. They don't have what I call the standard. You was talking about my standard for dating. I have a standard for life. Period. So who I am in church versus who I am on the stage is the same. I don't switch up. You won't catch me with a drink. There's certain songs I won't sing. I'll pray for you on backstage. I'm the same all the time, and I think that has proven to be more ministry for me because those who maybe was in the church, because a lot of people I sing with are church kids. They just don't desire religion. You know what I'm saying? Or the system thereof that we have created. So what happens is they see me and I'm cool as a fan and I'm not throwing Jesus down their throat yet when they need Jesus, I'm there. So when he calls you to be a bridge, you don't really have to maneuver. You just stand still, right? They
Yeah,
come to you because they need you to get across to the next space. And so I've just learned how to be still and be the bridge and just allow them to walk across and let them encounter me as they walk across and pat them on the back when they get through to the next space.
Yeah, and help bring them back in.
definitely
Yeah.
so.
So you definitely
Absolutely.
you don't always have to be in the church to be a blessing to others.
That's actually real ministry. The Bible says go into the highways and the byways and compel men to come. If you just on the inside, when you getting on the highway, ma'am,
Right.
sir,
Exactly.
Yeah,
he didn't say do it remotely. He said go into the highways and the by. And I think the pandemic really did cripple us because we doing everything remotely.
Mm-hmm.
We are not compelling men to come. We not. If I can't FaceTime you, Zoom call,
Mm.
we not doing that no more. Ain't no kneecap to kneecap when it comes to this salvation no more.
I think I- you said so many things within that
Yeah.
2 3 minutes window. Um, and you talked about, and I say this, a lot of times when people go into certain spaces, like just be honest about what you do
Mm.
where you are. So I remember when everybody know I left the church and I was like, forget it. I was doing my thing. And I remember when my mom found out that I was smoking weed and drinking because one of my cousins went back and ran his mouth. He just want to tell it that Darnell was doing some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so my mama like, oh, that spirit of smoking weed. No, I said, mama, there wasn't no demon. I
No.
always wanted to smoke. So when the opportunity presented itself
Mm-hmm.
where I ain't have to deal with a whole lot of folk who was gonna say something,
Mm-hmm.
I took the opportunity like, well, and there was other reasons why I smoked too, but I
Yeah.
always had the desire. And so a lot of
That
times that was always in my
is
mind.
that piece. That's the piece right there. That desire, and a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, even in church, still they be hooking a shine trying to cast the demon out of you, and it really ain't no demon. It's a misplaced desire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Teach me how to confine my desires to it. Point it towards the right, because all of us got desires. It's all about where it's horned in. We need to learn how to horn in stuff in the correct manner. And when it kills me that people, you want to cast it out, but you saw it way back when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And you didn't try to horn me or steer me the right way, but you're gonna wait till I get grown and able to make my own decisions and call it a demon and say I'm just stop it.
You know,
I
I
just
found
can't.
I found out it's not even that because I had this conversation with so many different people like on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've discovered and the weird part about it is the hypocrisy among those. So a lot of times they won't call out things because they have a hierarchy of what's better and what's worse.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm finding out, well, I ain't just finding out, but in that time I found out some stuff about certain people that I was kind of like, huh. And so my take of it all is like, as you being an elder, I mean, someone who's older, someone who's supposed to have more wisdom and understanding, if you would have been more transparent, maybe some of my decisions would have not been made because I would feel like, I'm human. I make mistakes, but I can get back up. I
Right.
can keep moving forward. I could, whatever it is, and I realize some things may never change, but be honest with me about the reality of life instead of trying to make it super churchy and spooky.
Well, when people don't know how to deal with their own sin, they cast the light off their sin and shine it on your. Oh, theirs is worse than mine. But
Mm-hmm.
in the words of Brewster Place, you forgot to close your shade last night. Your
Yeah,
slip showing too. You got some stuff.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we
You
all
got
got,
some stuff, and so we all do.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We all got, and I just had a conversation with my pastor's daughter and we was talking And I was telling her, I said, look, I said, when I get stressed out, I got two things that hits me real good. And she was like, what is it? I said, I want to have sex
And you want to eat.
and I want to eat. I'm honest about it.
Baby. And you try to eat to keep him having sex.
I've done that before.
Huh? Well, that's how I became almost 500 pounds because I was eating trying to be saved. Huh?
Well, you're the only one because just think about half the church folks unhealthy and they big. I mean, just be honest about it.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right.
because I promise you, because I
Yeah,
see some of these pictures before and after, and you're like, you should stay in the world.
I know that's right.
Baby,
You seem like
you was more conscious in the world.
That's right.
you a little more happier. Press.
Because you
Everything was looking good.
because you get so spiritually high that you know earthly good. And so
Mhm.
they don't even realize that they stuffing themselves to death because they heavy in the spirit. Well, what about in the flesh? Because you suck in the flesh. We
Oh yeah.
need to get that together. You got to have a good balance, and that's what I used to say all the time. If I can find me a balance, you
Hmm.
know, when I had those issues in my flesh, when I would remember we used to talk about all the time. Every time I start exercising, either my hormones jump crazy, and me trying not to, cure those hormones, I'm gonna eat. And so I just had this battle within myself instead of sometimes you gotta learn how to sit in what you feeling.
Yeah.
Like, what else can I do? Because food ain't it. I no longer I break up with food every day. I still gotta break up with food every day. Because it ain't nothing like a good ding dong or a Twinkie to get me over some hurt and pain, huh? But I
Hmm.
gotta remember that ding dong and Twinkie made me short of breath. It made me stay on the CPAP machine. I ain't got time. I ain't got time. That relationship we broke up. May the Lord watch between me and thee.
Hmm.
While we absent.
Huh?
Yeah.
I just found out that whole prayer was a death threat. I just found that out.
For real?
Yes, between Jacob and Laban.
Ooh wee.
When he left with Leah now, he
Uh-huh.
disappeared. He wasn't supposed to leave yet. He left. So he met up with him before he got where he was going. Like, hey, may the Lord watch. I won't let you know you do wrong by my children. It's me and you, and so help you God. I said, man, we've been saying goodbye.
I
We
guess because
ain't supposed to be saying that.
I guess our reason is a reason of peace, so yeah, that's probably changed it. The thing of it is you have went through a lot of transitions, and life changes and things like that. And sometimes like I'm like, dang, what's she doing now? Like why is she doing
Yeah, I
this?
don't know.
And so, but see, my position as a big brother, and that's where I come from, because even Tawana now, like something happened by 8 months ago, and I'm like, so why are you just not telling me this now? Because y'all know that I would worry and be like, oh, how can I get this money up to make this stuff happen?
Right.
Because when I love you, I'm gonna fight for you
They're gonna
now.
go above and beyond.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't tell me nothing. They don't tell it to the almost at the end of the thing. Then I'm sitting
Chad, we trying to keep you off the pole. We trying to keep you safe, huh? You
here.
don't need to be doing nothing you ain't got no business.
Doing something strange for a little piece of change, huh?
Huh? Make something holler for $1. We trying to keep you together.
Right.
But I think at this stage of my life, I think you got folk who just want companionship. They just want you to
Right.
sit there, and you know what? That might be a good idea.
I know that's right.
I come over, Miss Ella.
Not Miss Ella though.
I had to give the old name, Miss Ella.
No.
Can y'all imagine, like, 40 years from now, with some of these names we have? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Miss Trikeisha.
Yeah.
Miss
That
Trikeisha.
is diabolical.
Mm-mm.
Diabolical.
Where you going? I'm going to Miss Trikeisha house.
Oh, that's a mess.
It is.
With all these tattoos on the body, because you know how y'all women, y'all this stuff get to going
Baby,
for.
whatever. It become elongated. The word got a southern drawl. That's because it went down, down, down. It's all right. Got just southern drawl. That's all.
Look, the praying hands gonna turn into standing there.
The prayer hands gonna turn into I stretch my hand to thee. That's what it's gonna turn into.
Right.
Stick out across the chest. Only God can judge me. Then it's gonna
It's gonna
stretch
be,
and say, God judge me.
no, it's gonna be a full stretch. Where
God
that come
judge.
from?
Baby, gonna have a full Bible on your chest. I keep it in my heart, huh? It's a whole scroll now, huh?
The whole scroll.
Uh-huh.
The
Right.
unrolled.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Right.
Hear ye, hear ye. I feel like that right now. I'm just about old enough to get a drawstring at this point.
I know.
With all these transitions you talking about, I'm transitioning in my body, and it's crazy when you going through life transition and your body is going with it. That's weird. It's giving weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you had started your journey, your weight loss journey a couple years back, and you had fell off and got back on. I gotta show some pictures because she's looking majorly sexy. And she got her little black on, everything, her whatever, her little leather pants,
Uh-oh.
looking all
Right
cute and
now.
stuff.
You got that red going on. All right, hi, mama. I see you. Hey, look, clock it.
I'm going fishing. I'm going fishing. I'm a fisher of men, huh?
Hey,
You're gonna end up catching one real soon.
she's gonna get a darn net.
Let me put a praise on that one.
Like, whoa,
You're gonna come down here doing Thanksgiving Prince. You ain't walking like you used to walk. You be like,
Okay. I hope he's not watching me walk off. He is.
definitely so. Like Joe, who this man over here?
right.
Who's it? Joe?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, y'all, I've been telling the same thing. What is your goal? To be pocket size. That is my goal. I want to be pocket size, huh? Carry me everywhere you need to go, huh?
Look at
Right.
God.
Yeah, that's my goal.
It's gonna
What's
happen.
his name and claim it?
So this is
Huh?
about it. So I took an old picture,
Mm-hmm.
right? So this is, Jonesha lost probably about 30 pounds in the picture. I like the picture because it had the jewelry and all the stuff
Right.
she made up real nice, so it was really cute.
Mm.
She gonna send me a picture talking about cute, but why use that picture when I was bigger? And I was like,
He got that mad.
it was a cute picture. No, go back and get the one that I lost all. This is how she said
Yeah.
it. Well, I lost all that weight. I said, okay.
That I don't know why men. See, I know what it is. Y'all men, y'all got it bad. See, for y'all, some of y'all get saved. Y'all get with no face, huh? And now when y'all get saved, y'all just look at the face. Y'all don't look at the rest of. Look at all of this, huh? We working it all out.
It's a lot of little babies running around here now because they didn't look at the face.
Right. Right. And then they get saved. That's all they stuck on is the face. No, look at the rest of it. Look at the rest of it. You can tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
There is a lot of babies running around here but my uncle said everything look
That's
the
what I told
same.
my child. I told RJ that I had told him, I said, it's a lot. That's the problem now. Not looking at their face, paying attention to other things.
My uncle
Ba-
said, my uncle,
Ugh.
I mean, I gotta get this out. He said everything looked the same in the dark.
Well, baby, unfortunately,
that's an old person's thing because they say everybody the same size in the bed.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Cause you ain't seeing that. You don't see how ugly they are, and you may feel their bigness, but at that
That's
time
how
you
I
in the
felt about the
moment.
club. I told you the club that was for ugly folks because see you intoxicated. You intoxicated. Just in your right mind.
Look, let's
You
sidebar.
know,
Let's talk about how dark it was in the club. Cause I don't walk out with enough people out that look like they should be in the suit.
I thought somebody was looking at what I saw, but I was so ashamed because I was up here talking. To oh Lord, y'all like what the? Where did they? I said, yeah, they got a
yeah.
grill. Their teeth were rotten. What it was? I was like, wait a minute. I said, wait, what? I thought they were like cash money. You see what I'm saying? I saw they grilled out. And then when I saw
You couldn't see it.
Nah, I was over there saying, ooh, that ooh that night. The music was loud, the lights were dim.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
already know what song was playing. It must be because it ain't your face. It must be because it ain't your face. That had to be playing because that's crazy.
yes. So yeah. Sober you up real quick, I'm telling you. Stay out them clubs.
That's what witchcraft
Better
happened.
shine a light on them, shine a light.
Like step outside for a minute. Get this.
The funny part, we didn't have light on our cell phones back
No,
then.
we didn't.
we had we had no flip phones. You had to keep pressing to
You had
get.
to open it up.
So, back in the day, we didn't have the online. You just had that 1-800 number you call, and you be like, "Darn, they got a beautiful voice." You fall in love with their voice because you done made your own picture and image of this person. Then when you feel like, "Oh,
Jolie, I just had a flashback.
Chad, you know that's gonna happen to me before Darnell. Somebody said they thought I was skinny. Your voice sounded skinny. Cause I wasn't out of breath.
man,
I'm
wait,
confused.
But no, remember, long time ago, we took a trip. That's all I got to say. We took a
On
trip.
a little rocket ship.
We sure did, and we was all excited because we want to see
oh,
who this voice is connected to.
mm.
And I'm
Well,
still looking for the voice that it was connected to. So mad.
No, you were. You wasted your
mm-mm.
time, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Some people you just would rather just stay on the phone with
But
and
hey,
that's
that
it.
voice got us to safety. Hey,
Mm. Won't he do it?
that's
I
before
just use GPS now.
they didn't have GPS. Then we
They were your
we had
GPS then.
we had MapQuest.
You should be. We done came a long way, haven't we?
We had to print out the directions. Now,
Look, get you a highlighter that we gonna take this route right here. But yeah,
you had to ride 2 by 2 because somebody got to read the map while you drive.
the
yeah.
take exit 18B. Come up and said 5 miles.
You try calculating the 45. And don't let it be a detour. You're like, well, hold up now. Hold up. Hold up now.
Just
Look,
messed up.
look, they had that little scanner to let you know if the police were ahead.
And that didn't work. Folks still got teeth.
Baby, the big police scanner. My grandma used to have that. Ooh, somebody just got hurt.
Yeah.
You're like, are you still up to listen to the police scanner?
Uh-huh.
Dude, that was my uncle still listens. He got the one that's digital now. And he still listens to the scanner. That time he called my mom because the police had pulled me over.
They done put that guy Darnell. And put him over on Whiskey Street.
He gonna say, Gene, talking about Darnell okay? Mom was like, I don't know. Well, I heard they got him down on Central.
Tell now your business.
All my business. I didn't get no ticket. It was, it was nothing crazy, but still, hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Why people?
Yeah, they will listen there faithfully.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Joe, you doing this thing, right? You moving, you making things happen. Just recently, you got licensed as a insurance salesperson, because they don't say man or salesperson.
Life insurance agent.
Okay, my bad. All these phrases just changing.
Yes.
like I work for the indirectly through the state of Tennessee, and I'm so used to saying supported person,
Mm.
and then I was told that's no longer the correct phrase. I said, I'm just tired of this.
You switch it up.
I don't know what to say. I put on my report this, and you tell me it was wrong, and you want to. I'm like, I'm lost.
Yeah.
This is crazy. So you are an agent that sells life insurance.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us
Mm-hmm.
that place.
Well, I got into the life insurance business because I watched at the death of my grandfather a policy that he had been. Y'all remember back in the day, the little man used to come to the house with the briefcase
Sure
Yeah.
did.
and sit with all these papers, and he would get you to sign up for all this stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
sitting there watching that, watching my grandparents sign up, and they've been paying on this stuff since I was little, and then for him to pass and the policy be nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely nothing. Not worth anything. My grandma's still having to pay out of pocket. Like, I was like, I need to know what we looking at here. Like, what kind of who gets a whole life and who gets a term? Like, and what does that mean actually? And so I decided to educate myself so I can educate others because it's a lot of things out here. There's a lot of reasons to get different things, but you need to know exactly what you're getting. So it is my mission to make sure that everybody is financial they have a literacy with finances, that they understand finances, that the finances and money is working for them and they're just not working for the money, that they can leave stuff for their children. They need to know how to invest. They need to know the rule of 72. A lot of people don't know nothing about that. That's simply how money works and how you double your money. You need to know your financial analysis. That's a GPS for your finances, to know how much you need to retire, because you can retire. You can say, okay, right now I make $2,800 a month, but in with inflation going up, $2,800 a month is 2 cents. You need to know, from if I want to retire at 50, how much am I really gonna need at that time? And so that's what I'm doing. I'm educating myself so I can educate others and help them plan, especially my young kids between ages 25 and 45. I want to make sure that they are, because some of these kids can already be putting stuff in a mutual fund. It don't even not a lot. They can just put something in there, and by the time they our age, they'll be millionaires. But they
Mm,
just got to know how to do it.
yeah. I never thought about that.
Yeah.
And I wish, like, I often say, like, there's a lot of things that we wasn't privy to, when it comes down to
Like,
finances.
yeah, you said that a while
Yeah.
back.
Um, and so we made horrible decisions because we just didn't know. We didn't know it all. Like, a matter of fact, since you mentioned that, I was watching this thing on TikTok today. So this man was talking about this woman in Arkansas had won
Mm,
1 point something billion dollars, right?
mm,
And she only got 500 something million.
mm.
And so he was saying how she could really have kept most of that money because it's eaten up through taxes,
Right.
it's state taxes, this type of tax and this type of tax. And he was saying, and I'm just now hearing these terminology like I can't get. I'm always saying IRROV. How you pronounce, Felicia?
Just
Irreparable vote trust. I can't get out. Somebody help me in the chat.
would they, yeah, help him in the chat.
Basically what it is, you put your money there and your money just make money, right?
Okay.
And then you pay out of that and the government can't tax that type of trust.
Mm.
And then you can build.
Oh, you probably talking about is it IUL or something like that? Because most people get IULs thinking they're gonna save money. The problem is if you ain't got no big money,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point getting IUL because it end up eating you up.
Look,
Right.
I've pull out my phone. I'm getting pull out my phone. I'm gonna
Cause I,
spell it.
cause I want to say a IUL is for people that got really really big money to keep them from getting taxed.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. Cause
Irre-
people that don't have big money be
irrevocable trust. That's what it is.
uh-huh.
Basically, how the trust pays itself, and you can divest the irrevocable. What's wrong with me
It's
tonight?
fine.
Irrevocable.
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 Just
Yes.
sound it
Y'all
out.
don't y'all talk about me in
Say-
chat. Yes. Yeah,
Everybody
it's
know
all
you
right.
like to use big words
Irrevocable.
and
No,
stuff.
because that's the word.
All
That's
right,
the
just take
word.
your time and sound it out. You can do it.
You know what? You may put my middle finger at you. Irrevocable. So it was talking about how it pays itself and how you can divest, and build business upon that. And so it just be a constant residual. And what happens is,
Somebody should.
so what happens is after I leave here, Felicia still getting paid. When Felicia leave here, RJ getting paid. When RJ leave here,
And that's the investment part that you learn, that's what people need to learn what to do, because a lot of this stuff is not taught in schools. So you're gonna have to, and what people don't do is invest in themselves to learn that stuff. They just like, that's just a bunch of, you start talking about it, they either gonna say, oh, that's a scam, this that. And one thing I'm learning in the and I hate this, I know that every company shines a light on a specific insurance that they believe in. But what I think should happen is you should teach them about all of the insurances and go according to who needs what. Because what happens is people begin to get things that they don't necessarily need because of their age. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And you will find people battling out. No, you need to get this. I'm going to tell you why. No, you need to get this. I'm going to tell you why. Why don't you learn about all the different types of insurances and then make your choice?
true,
Yeah.
true.
That's what I think you should do. I'm not gonna be the one. I know what kind of insurance my company sells. And do I believe in it? Yes. There is a age cap though in what
Right.
kind of insurance. So what happens is you get some of these companies that sell you a type of insurance that's not proper for your age. You don't need, I ain't gonna get all into it, but it's certain things you don't need at a
Look,
young age. Why would you get that?
look at
Yeah.
her. Look at her. Look at she.
But I mean,
She gonna start educating us.
yeah, but
That's what I'm
everybody,
talking about.
it's important for everybody to have insurance because one thing is certain, we're all gonna die one day.
True.
The thing is, you don't know when. We'll be blessed to live to be 80, 90, 100 years old, but that's not guaranteed. And it's like these people, especially with our race, they love to spend all this money on these rims and stuff. But then when they live one day, here come a GoFundMe page for Lil Ray Ray. You know,
That's it.
I mean, seriously, and we don't like to talk about death.
We don't.
I know when I had RJ, he was a baby, and I went on and got insurance on him. There was a conversation me, my mom and grandfather had. You need to get some insurance on that boy because that's how he did with me. So
Yeah.
therefore, Lord forbid, I mean, I want him to outlive me, but at the end of the day, whichever way it go, everything's gonna be all right because the way things are set up,
You covered.
yeah, he's covered, and his kids wouldn't even have to worry about if he play his cards right. His kids will be fine. His spouse, whoever. And that's what you want to think about and look at.
And
What's
I
going to be
think
beneficial.
that is a conversation we should
Yeah,
have,
yeah.
within the context of our families and our community. And I had a situation with my son.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that it's this way. And I was talking about, look, I want to get insurance on you because his mom had told me that she didn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anyway, the young man played me to the left about that. It wasn't about me
Right.
trying to get rich off of him. It was me trying to make sure that he had something,
Yeah,
or we had something
yeah.
that could put us in position if something would happen to him.
Right.
And he was like, and this is the thing, this is the ignorance behind it all. You got people like, well, I don't want you to cover me because I don't want you to get rich off of me. Who said that I will outlive you?
Exactly.
And secondly, it's my money. You're not paying a dime towards this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And it's sad that we have that mentality. I had an uncle who was like that. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end, the family struggled
To try to bury him.
to. We didn't bury him.
Yeah, cremated
We
him.
cremated, but that still costs. Cremation is not as cheap as it
No,
used to be.
everything's going up.
Yeah, I remember you used to be able to cremate somebody for $500 and go about your business.
$500, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baby, they want you to pay for that urn, huh?
That was it. You paying for that urn in that bag.
And it would be a blessing if you could prearrange your
I'm sorry.
Gonna put somebody in a crown bottle, be like, well, they used to love crown and coke. Well, here they go.
Oh, give them that little purple bag.
Well, why you keep that crown royal bottle up there? That's Uncle Otis right there. What?
Microphone.
Uh,
Come to the microphone.
Uncle Otis over there on the bar. Somebody been trying to pull it up like, no, that's Otis.
In the crown purple. Jonesy said that crown purple bag.
The don't remember that like on
You know
yesterday.
we used to keep change in there. Ain't no change in there. That's Leroy.
Uh-huh. No, we saving.
Yo, this is a morbid joke, but I'm about to say I was I was on one night I couldn't sleep, so I was on Instagram, and
Oh Lord.
so you know how some people say after a certain time they want to dispose of their family member ashes, right? So, so somebody was recording this woman trying to pour her loved one ashes, and it kept coming out.
She said he heavy. She said he must have been so. You sure there's one body?
There must have been a big person.
It was a lot of ashes coming out of there though. I ain't gonna lie.
It was a
I saw
lot.
that video too.
You would just go to the Dollar Tree and get a box and some put them in a Ziploc bag. Use a sack. They got some pretty boxes over at the Dollar Tree.
but it's just one of the things like we have to, I think we start having those type of conversations about health insurance, not health
Yeah,
insurance, but burial
very
insurance.
insurance.
When my grandma passed away,
Mm-hmm.
and because she had the kind that you can borrow against, but you had to pay it back, whatever.
Yeah.
And at the time, when she got what she got, it was more than enough.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time she passed away, what was considered more than enough was not enough. At the
Mm-hmm.
time, you can have a nice funeral for $3,000, and she had like $20,000 plus.
Mm,
By that time, it has creeped up to a certain amount.
yeah.
And so when we went to her policy, they was like, we know Miss Aura had borrowed against her policy.
Yeah.
And so we had to pay the difference. And that's when the conversation started
Mhm.
being had seriously
Mm,
about burial insurance. Then I noticed that you can prearrange your situation.
yeah. And then it can be locked
It
in.
can be locked in. Your plot can be purchased and
Yeah.
locked in, and all those things. But we're not educated on that and the importance of having insurance.
Yeah. My granddaddy, he was a believer in that. That's what he did. And it saved us a lot. It made things easier when he passed away.
You already crying and
Yeah,
sad. You don't need to
already
be.
been stressed out about
Yeah.
how you gonna go about this, and then therefore you already know that's the type of cast they want to be in. Even down to clothes. You know,
So
but
so has you becoming a life insurance agent? Has it changed the way that you view life and how you prepare others for the afterlife?
Absolutely. With being a life insurance agent, I think we think more about what's going on now, the moment. Like we get focused on, oh, the gas price is going up, this, that. But what about the future? Like, have you ever even thought of like if you own a house and you're paying mortgage, who gonna pay for that if you leave?
mhm.
Like your car, like who gonna pay for that when you leave? And even married couples, they get certain insurances, and they don't know if they don't know what kind they getting when they die. They person might not get nothing, depending on what kind they got. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I just now I learned to think ahead and not get so overwhelmed by the moment. And this is what I've been saying is lately, my good and bad have been running parallel.
Mm.
Hmm.
I have to choose which one I focus on. So even when it comes to things that's happening, I can get so focused on what's happening right now that I never plan for the future. And this is where you come into the go funds. Because you don't think, oh, I don't have enough right now. How I'm gonna be able to, but it don't take a lot.
Yeah.
It don't take a lot. It just take your consistency. And that's what we don't have. The consistency and the discipline to actually set this aside. We don't know how to invest in ourselves. We've only been taught how to work. That's
Mm.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then especially those of us who were raised in church, we always worry about the sweet by and by. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. Like
You
my mom.
singing about it, but you ain't playing for it.
Baby, my mom was like, you was like, mama, sister, hey, I don't there's no reason to be worried about that because you can't take that to glory. But I don't mean no harm. I'm not in glory right now.
Yeah.
I need to be concerned about what's going on right here.
Mhm.
You know,
That poor.
right, right. So, Joe, anything special going on in your life?
Some parts I won't mention because they too special. Wait till it happen. But I will say that the most special thing is just watching God unfold all the things that He's unfolding. Um, I'm not gonna lie and say I don't get stressed from time to time because it's not one thing you gotta understand about God. For some of us, we're not called to be comfortable. We're called to be flexible. And so in that flexibility, it's very uncomfortable. But sometimes he stretches me in the most weirdest way ever. But I will say, um, it's given me a different perspective on who he is. And I give him free course to show me a new attribute of him. Because we can't think that the only attributes are those that we know of. You have to go through situations to know that he's a God that heals. How would you know if you've never been sick? You know what I'm saying? How would I know that he's a God that provides if I never needed anything? So I just look at each trial and tribulation and situation as, oh, you must want to show me a new part of you. That is the only way I survive because this stuff can be a little counter. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but wasn't somebody in the movie?
yes, I was. I played Mama Wanda. Glory to God. You can catch her on YouTube from time to time if you want to see what she say, cause she got a lot to say. Glory to God, huh? A few little things like hallelujah and halitosis don't go together, huh? There is an anointing in the toothbrush, huh? And some of y'all Christians don't know. Y'all like to pray in Huckamashia and use all of the H syllables when it's time to pray, but you don't see the grace in brushing, huh? Yeah. Yes, I played in a movie called Think Like a Wife, Not Just a Woman.
Mm-hmm.
And uh it's so that whole thing was just complete blessing because I knew the director that wrote it, knew him during the pandemic. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how we met. On Clubhouse. For who in the Clubhouse streets, huh? Who on here in the Clubhouse streets? If you was in the Clubhouse streets in the pandemic, hit your thumbs up. That's what I need you to do. During the pandemic, Clubhouse was a big thing. All the preachers had a church on Clubhouse. Okay,
It sure
but you had to be
did.
careful
That
because there
sure.
was some wolves in the Clubhouse streets. But I met some phenomenal people, and
Yeah.
he had a thought of me when he wrote the movie. And originally, that wasn't my character. Mama Wanda was not my character. My character was uh I don't forget her name because I'm not her no more. But I was a worship leader who had a local deacon that was interested in her. But because I had been so hurt, I let church replace what my desires were. And
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't even realize that he liked me. When we got there, some things switched around. They was like, we need you to play Mama Wanda.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right. Mama Wanda is naturally who I am. I have an old soul, an old spirit. I sort of, in some kind of way, get in your business. I don't be trying. It just sort of happen. But I bring it all together with the word of God. Huh? With a little comedy mixed in there. Yep. That's Mama Wanda. So they're talking about making, hopefully, another movie about Mama Wanda separately to show a little bit of her background. And I hope they do. I hope they do, because that'll be funny. It'll be good. But it really show a lot of people think when you're a funny person, and I get this all the time, that you have no issues. Most of the time, people that are very funny and give people a lot of joy struggle to hold on to joy themselves.
That's true.
And
That's,
so, yeah.
Yeah.
I said about the movie, and I'm not saying this because she's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
I said that she made the movie. If you
Mm-hmm.
would took Mama Wonder out of the movie would not have been as entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's one scene. She was halfway twerking, bless God.
Uh-oh.
No, I was not twerking for the Lord. I was getting people to understand how to use their yams to get what they want. That's what I was doing.
She was teaching the young mothers.
She's being a vessel.
Uh-huh.
Huh? A vessel of use. I had to teach these young women how to be a wife and not just a woman, and use your yams to get what you want. Glory to God.
Uh,
Huh?
they were so shocked that Mother Wonder could do what she was doing. And her song was to get to the yams. Like, what does a mother?
The sweet yam.
And she almost took them to church when she got through.
That's when she was out in the world.
Huh? It was a see. So they misplaced. See, that's what I'm talking about. That misplaced understanding. What you thought was of the word was a liturgical dance. That's what it
That's
was.
what it was. Okay.
I was interpreting what the yams could do.
While she was swinging on the pole, but no, that's another
Uh-oh.
story.
Clock it.
I'm not playing with y'all tonight.
But seriously, it was a good movie. And I think she made the movie,
Yeah.
especially in the beginning. She's a church mother, and and she was done passed out. She found out that her husband, I mean not her husband, her son
Mm-hmm.
had got married, and she didn't know anything about it. She was all distraught.
He ain't tell me.
And tell her no,
Oh, when I think about it now, it just hurts.
and she passed
Oh, he
out.
didn't tell me nothing. He didn't tell me nothing.
That's it.
Jonisha a clown
Not even
anyway.
gonna think about it right now.
I laugh. I love a good, but I'm sure it's a lesson in.
It was good. It was
Yeah.
good. I got a
Yeah,
chance.
definitely looking forward to
We
watching it.
we did in my house. We did a movie night, and that
Mm.
was the movie that we watched. Yeah,
I definitely want to check it out.
and my mama stayed up for the whole movie. I couldn't believe that because usually she be on.
Hey, look,
Can't wait back up.
Bob and Weed.
Became the movie critic.
I was watching.
I don't mean no harm. They should gave Jonisha longer because she was the only one that.
Bless your mama, huh? Bless your heart and all your parts, huh? We appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I can't wait till you. I hope they stick with their promise
Right.
because you did extremely well in that movie. Like I said, you was entertaining. I'm not saying because you're my sister. Everybody else did great, but you were wonderful. Cause that's your element.
Yeah.
I used to compare her
It
to.
is.
I used to
Really.
compare her to Joe. Yeah,
Yeah, but she's naturally funny
she's
though.
naturally funny. Johnny's naturally funny.
Yeah, because when I used to watch her, I would be down there laughing because she had called you Tyler Perry. My mom had came over here and we was watching y'all. We was down there laughing.
We look at the sign that check paying all my bills.
Yeah.
Yes, Lord. They used to call me Ain't Bam all the time, forever and ever they did.
Mm-hmm.
I always said when the first time, I don't know what was going on. We was together.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Joe, you remind me of A Bam.
Oh, I love Bam.
I
Bam have a
think
way.
I think when she hit that split, that's what you said.
Oh yeah.
Look at Jonisha. I know that you're doing
I
that.
think she doing the little splits and stuff too out there in Carolina.
Yeah, she probably doing
Yeah,
some.
she working and everything. Like she gonna have to pop up on and see what's going
Oh
on.
no, that ain't what she said. She said that she is doing ministry
Yeah.
and she's teaching
Liturgical dancing.
or dancing.
She's letting him use her.
She's a praise dancer that be in front of.
That's what it is. A praise dance. She doing a praise dance.
That's what she do.
See, God knew not to give me certain parts because He know I would give a hand clap of praise, huh? He knew not to give me certain parts.
Ooh.
That's why I
Uh,
have to fight so hard for the body I desire. Because in the words of Lexi, I want the body of a stripper.
Oh
Uh,
Lord.
but the mind of Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
the
That's
body of
what she said. The body of a stripper, but the mind of Christ.
Ooh, yes, God.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
working on it. I'm working on the building. Huh? A firm foundation.
Firm foundation.
Yeah.
This is why we couldn't do no show back in the day, too, y'all. If y'all remember, the Konversation Podcast would have a lot of conversations in one.
We
Yeah.
that
And
has all
we had to start doing conversation after dark. Podcast after dark because the conversation just kept going.
Yeah.
believe it or not, our behind the curtains conversation was way better than
It really was. It
way.
was.
Yeah.
But you know what? So this show, like, 'cause me and Felicia, one time I was like, hey, let's try to stick with the topic and stuff like that, and me and Felicia, I think it was last night we was talking,
Mhm.
and it was like, we always get off
Yeah,
subject.
we do.
It's just what it is. It's just who we are.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can
Well,
see,
it's a real conversation. It's a real conversation now.
Real life.
yeah.
Conversations don't be on one topic. You just like, how your mom and them doing? And what about your uncle?
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
still looking stupid? You know what I'm saying? You gonna find out every little thing, and I think that's the problem. People don't know how to conversate no more. They texting. I don't know what you're saying in their text message, especially if you under the age of 15. I don't know what y'all texting. What y'all be texting?
I think you have to Google it.
I Google. I
Yeah.
Google.
Yeah.
Somebody came to me after a meeting today and told me that, no, it was one of the church mothers, came to me Sunday, matter of fact, last Sunday. Brother Donner, can you come here? I said, yes, ma'am. Said, what does fuck mean? I said, mother, I'm just learning too. Cause I
I
said,
know. I don't know if I'm using
what's
the right
clock
term or
mean?
what.
What? Can somebody?
Clock it.
I be doing this and this. I'm like, well, which pen am I supposed to use then? I got carpal tunnel, then I got trigger finger. We gonna do this.
That Capitana.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's unlocked up. We gonna try this.
Baby, that sound like my knees, honey. I told somebody the other day my knees on child safety lock.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's gonna lock up. You just get ready to stand up and it won't let you.
mhm.
Do you know when your mama put the door on child safety? Now you just bust your doggone shoulder trying to get out. She
Yeah.
done put child safety lock on. So y'all gonna leave me alone. Yeah, somebody just keep a key, cause honey, sometimes these knees get locked up.
But all these terminologies be killing me. And somebody told me they was a passenger princess, and call me slow, passenger princess.
I've heard of a pillow princess.
A pass, So I'm sitting here like, okay,
Educate.
I know what a passenger is. Okay, I know what a princess is, but how are
That
they?
that means they like to be on the. They not want to drive. You know what I'm saying?
I found that out
You put two and two
eventually.
together yet.
Yeah, I found that out eventually. But all these terminologies you think that you know, but you don't know, then you be lost in the mix. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like the word cap. When I was growing up, cap means let's say somebody was
So
capping.
you talk about somebody shooting, right?
No,
No, back
it
then, what you?
it meant.
Well, I know what capping is. Yeah. No, but for real, they used to say when such as got capped, they would be talking about somebody got
They
shot.
got shot.
But cap is another thing.
So
Now,
so one day, I don't know if you remember this, Joe. We was at Cheryl's house, and Harris was talking about this girl, and he's like, "Man, oh girl, man, she be capping." And I'm like, "Don't say that about that girl." And he's like, "Oh, she do be capping." I said, "How you know she be
I know
capping?"
we be getting stuff twisted up. Just
And he was like, "Because she do, she always capping." And I was like,
use.
so you was in there while she was capping? He's like, yeah, I was there and she was capping.
So
So I was like lost.
we talk about the same thing. It's a whole nother meaning for
No,
capping.
capping mean lying. They use capping as word
But
lying now.
capping was something else. I guess we was on the same page.
Yeah,
What we thought
capping.
capping was
Yeah, capping.
used to be
And
that.
I said, how do you know she's doing blankly blank blank blank? And everybody in the house fell out laughing. I felt so slow. I
Yeah.
really. Cheryl was like, Darnell, it mean lying. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that's not what it meant when I was growing up. It's like it has a whole different terminology.
Yeah.
Like so
All I think about it is because it's a blue hat when they texting it. I was like, muffin cap back blue?
Ooh.
Is that what we got that from? That's
Mm-mm.
all I thought about. The joke. He was like, you want me to peel that muffin cap back blue? So then when they say you capping and it come up a little blue hat, I'm like,
Yeah.
see, that's what I'm
why
talking
is it blue?
Just like the senior citizens was talking about, Walmart selling them roses. Something called a rose.
Ah,
about.
It was bad. They want to put me up on it because Walmart. Yeah, they said they sell something called a rose, a rose. So,
tell that woman it ain't no flower. Y'all gonna get that woman a heart attack.
you know what? She was the one who put me up on it. I was like, when did Walmart start selling stuff like that? And I had to go out there to see with my own eyes. I said, wow.
I remember when they started selling it. I
I didn't even
was
know that because I felt
because
like I was on the
because
short
in
bus or
Humboldt
something.
in Humboldt Walmart
They got in the case locked
they
up.
got the case locked up, but
Oh,
it's in the same it's in the same vicinity as
Condoms
in
and everything
continents
is up. Yeah.
no in continents no the pullers for grown folks and the wipes and all that.
Wow.
You go down
You
the
sitting
aisle and
over
you
there.
look to the right, it's right there. You can't help but see it.
I know you got Summer's Eve and stuff.
Exactly.
yes, yes, please, please, by all means, this is a ploy. Please use Summer's Eve before you get to using roses.
Wet wipes.
Oh,
Boy.
Please.
when I seen it, I don't know who I called
Feel like you gotta
somebody.
go hand in hand, but like clean yourself up first.
I called somebody and I said, I called somebody. I said, Walmart know they trying to get in every market. He's
They
like, what they mean?
did.
I said when they start selling sex toys in Walmart,
Well, you with that rose, you need them them
they the
darn.
only thing they got up. And I know Humboldt.
Yeah,
Humboldt got a rose. They got a bullet.
I saw all that. I was like, oh, I'm like, oh, I had to clutch my pearls. Shoot,
They
the
gonna
rose,
turn into Walmart Exotica.
man, that rose been up. Look, you need some depends to have you use that rose.
Yeah.
I'm for real. Shoot, that rose put some folks out of business. Look, you ain't gonna need. Look, you gonna have to worry about the Lord sending you no man and stuff because Rose is your best friend. like,
Baby, I don't even like flowers.
like everyone.
Joseph, she don't even like
I don't
flowers.
like flowers. I
I know.
don't.
Like Rose scared me. I said, wait a minute. I wasn't ready.
A rose is still a rose. Huh?
Luther, like, look, it's different now.
Luther would be so confused at this point.
Y'all so silly. Y'all so silly.
Jesus.
But this would definitely have been an interesting conversation. And it's good to have Jonesha back on the Conversation Podcast. Jonesha, we got to do this again.
This was fun.
We got to do this again. This was fun.
Was
Congratulations. I'm very proud of you. I'm very
Oh,
proud.
thank you.
she is doing big
Yeah, I
things.
could be on a little more now. I'm flexible, huh? I'm flexible.
Hey,
Hey.
clock it.
Understand me?
We got to do this again. This
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Good to know Jonisha's doing very well.
Mm-hmm.
And she's doing big things. And I'm proud of you. Like,
I just had a birthday, by the way. I just had a birthday. Glory to God. The big 44. Feel free to tap that cash app, huh?
okay, but
It is
okay.
open for the rest of the month of March.
The rest of the month of March and the rest of the year.
Oh yeah.
The rest of the year.
Cause I gotta go back to Europe. So y'all can feel free. Let the Lord use you.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
And we just gonna pray that y'all president don't do nothing crazy,
I
so
know
my
that's
sister
right.
can get back over there
And be able to come back home.
and come back home safely. Yeah.
I got to come back home, child, because it's
Now-
only so much salami I can eat, huh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Ooh,
Just look at them your
Uh,
whole ratio.
baby.
this has definitely been a great conversation, and I'm glad, like I said earlier, to have Joeneshia Green on here, my original host, co-host. We miss her. We miss her. She's doing big things over there, and I'm proud of her. She's making so many strides and
Mhm.
connecting with so many different people. I wouldn't be surprised to see her on the big lights one of these days.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait.
I can
Come
see it.
on, turn on the light, Lord. Turn on the light. You hear him? Turn on the light, oh Lord. Y'all doing some big things too. I'm really, really excited to see that the consistency of the podcast. You did not let it die out just because some things changed, even in your own schedule. You just adjusted, and you have a wonderful co-host. Y'all work very, very well together. We gonna bypass what the rumors say. Glory to God. uh, but y'all really are a wonderful, wonderful match. And y'all balance each other out. So I'm excited about what you guys are doing on the podcast. I know it's just gonna get bigger and better. I already know you're working on location, location, location. And so I'm just excited to see what is going to evolve out of this couch.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely, and yeah. So she's one of the owners, and so she is forever a part of this vision that's called Rare Image, and the Conversation Podcast is up under the umbrella of Rare Image, and we also have a radio station. It's called Vision
I'm gonna
Radio.
be DJ.
Talking about Joe's Jazz.
You you listening to the ones and twos of Jonah G on the mic, huh? We
Joe,
ready.
Joe G. All right, good people, we gotta go. We've been talking for an extremely long time. This has been a great conversation. I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to Joeneshia Green for taking out her busy schedule to make this happen on tonight.
Yeah.
We love you, and I also want to say to my beautiful co-host, my arguing partner, thank you so
Sparring.
starring, yes, for allowing us to use her space temporarily until we get our permanent space.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
No
I
problem.
appreciate
That's
you.
what friends are for. Mhm.
Absolutely. She gonna cuss me out when it's all over.
That's what friends are for.
All right, people. We'll see y'all around. We love you.
Peace.